This AskReddit user asks, what's something that you have zero sympathy for? People who post hateful st on social media then act surprised when they lose friends or get fired because of it. Freedom of speech protects you from government retribution. It doesn't mean other people or employers have to put up with you. I say it all the time. People are getting way too comfortable with saying st on the internet because they can't get punched in the mouth hiding behind their computer. I was remarking the other day about how few people have genuinely been punched in the face. So people aren't really afraid of it, they don't think it can happen to them. But just wait. Someday we'll figure out how to punch someone over Wi-Fi and the world will know to think before it speaks. Sounds like you're getting at the #death to episode in Black Mirror. My dumb ass making poor choices. Eat junk food. Stay up all night. Procrastinating. Come on man. Tighten up. Almost 30. Remember to treat yourself with the same respect you'd give others. But other people expect to be treated so much better. Who told you? Terrorists and scums who have committed heinous crimes. Rape. Murder. Bigotry. Lag. Ping. Latency. Conspiracy theorists claiming COVID is a hoax, then catching it. Also, once a SARS-CoV-2 vaccine is created and deemed eligible for human use. Anti-vaxxers. I have zero sympathy for them now. 2. I have no sympathy for anti-vaxxers. I'm not sure I could feel worse for their children. Especially since, generally, they aren't the ones catching illnesses. Their kids are. It's such a mess. Child molesters. Pro-contact maps. Minor attracted people that get caught in the act trying to seduce, use a minor to their advantage. Your sexual orientation does not excuse your disgusting and morally wrong behavior. Also want to mention that from a LGBTQ+ member's standpoint, we do not claim people who are attracted to human beings that legally cannot consent. Pedophiles. They are called pedophiles. Let's not even use their acronym. That's disgusting. They've tried very hard to weasel their way into the LGBTQ+ movement and use it as a shield to cover for their bullshit, and they deserve to be thrown under the bus like the abusers that they are. People who whine about problems they caused. Aw man. I can't believe the cat peed on the jacket I left on the floor. I'll never be able to get rid of the smell. Don't leave your jacket on the floor then. Dumbass. One thing I've seen a lot that makes me think of ray gun insta-kills is some people that make fun of the homeless, beggars, or insinuate that if you help them it will bring trouble, instead of contemplating on how they'd reach that conclusion, or the little amount of merit it might actually have. I am like, let's kill these SS. Except like obviously it's too illegal to do it. It might be an example of borderline disorder elements I think I have. But damn, it's just pederasty levels completely FD up. Yet somehow acceptable at large. When someone's trying to show off about something they clearly know very little about and end up FG up badly. Oh boy. I've been there. I sure as HL learned my lesson after that. I felt like a complete ass. Feels worse in moments where you genuinely think you know a lot about something, and then when someone asks you to explain you just can't put it into words, because then you can't even tell whether you truly don't know much about that thing or you do but you aren't sure how to phrase it. National Socialists. FK them. Pedophiles. Hope they rot in HL. There is no excuse for raping a child. And Holocaust deniers. FK them especially. Came here to say 1. Pedophiles and 2. Rapists. Generally. Sick FS. The lot of them. I agree. Something that make my blood boil is that some pedophiles are trying to make pedophile a sexual orientation. And are trying to make it legal to rape children. Other thing I hate is that I used to watch a meme channel. But I used because the guy was posting memes about making women's be less, and sometimes memes like leg al ik e child reen. People who treat others badly and get punished for it. I'll probably get downvoted to oblivion for this one, but overweight people. Unless there is a legit medical condition, which very few have. I have no sympathy for how difficult it is being overweight. It is something that is 100% in your power to change. Now, I am not saying that I am going to be telling people who are happy with their bodies that they should lose weight. What I am talking about is people who say things like, "You're lucky you have good genes and are skinny," or "I have a slow metabolism." No, you don't. Or, "I wish I could just lose weight," or people who expect the world to cater to their disability. Those people I have no sympathy for. If you truly want to lose weight and you don't have a legit medical condition that prevents you from doing so, then you have no excuse. Those people who can clearly see that the lane is closed ahead. But instead of merging with everybody else, they continue to drive past the line of decent people who are doing the right thing. And then they expect you to let them in once they've reached the end of what they thought was their own personal freeway. Those people don't deserve an ounce of sympathy. The most efficient way to deal with a lane closure is to use the lane as long as you can and then zipper into the other lane when you reach the end. Link. Animal cruelty. Cheating, cheaters. None at all. I don't care how miserable you were in your relationship. Either you put your BS on the table and break up, or you keep them and everything near them in your DN pants. My ex was cheating on me with a coworker and only owned up to it when I caught her. They were both cheating on their significant others with each other. I noticed that she was getting more and more distant from me emotionally, and I eventually caught her with him. She left me for him. Since then I'm making almost twice as much money. Bought a house, a couple of cars and a motorcycle, and am in a great new relationship. Since then, the last that I heard about her is that she's not with her cheater boy toy anymore. She's renting a room in someone's house since she can't afford an apartment, and was working 2 part-time jobs to get by. The best way to move on is to forget, heal, and live well. I'm doing just that. Good luck in the future, man. Child rapists, or just rapists in general. People who refuse to entertain both sides of an argument. If you can't see more than your own little world, there is no way your opinion holds more weight than a feather. The other side of this are people who don't accept that some people have entertained both sides but still don't share their outlook. Most often the exact same people as in the first case. The thing is, and this also applies to all the different answers to the thread, people do not choose how they are educated. They would not be ignorant if they knew better. However, they don't because some reason outside of their control. People who perpetuate the same kind of suffering they went through. It's a cycle of internalized hatred that they themselves don't know how to escape. Having pain and no one to comfort you makes it easier to inflict that same pain. You turned out fine, so they shouldn't whine. Admitting they are actually deeply broken and hurt inside by that behavior is something they have been repressing to survive all this time. Admitting it hurts is like breaking open a dam they don't think they can come back from. In fact, that whole dam they build around the pain is revered as a testimony to their perseverance in the face of that adversity. Usually these people are deeply damaged and deserve your pity more than your mercy. Yet giving that mercy is ironically the only thing that can heal that pain. They are used to life being hard, and being soft and loving to them will put them on the defensive at first because they are used to rejecting that love because they don't think it exists, or it makes them weak to accept it. If you persevere in that love and mercy, it will break them harder than any punishment or condemnation ever would. Try it out on those people. Be relentlessly merciful and loving to them even when they become defensive and reject it at first. You will have them bawling in no time. If you use it as a weapon, however, you will push them even deeper in their pain and reaffirm their views. Use this strategy with care. Source: Me. I was deeply hurt and held patterns that were not healthy for me or anyone else. Getting rid of them is very hard. It turns into a self-reinforcing cycle of pain, regret, anger and eventually hatred. But above all, powerlessness. The harsh approach to self and other turns into an ideal of strength and control in a situation where you initially had none. Eventually it becomes some perverse kind of tough love that is meant to strengthen the other the way it has strengthened you with that same harshness. So take it from me. These people are deeply hurt and don't even know a way out of the pain anymore because they think it made them stronger. It takes a lot of introspection and pain to break that facade of perceived strength open again. And only love and mercy will work. Because the hard approach is exactly what it's designed to withstand. It builds character. It builds your character like a villain backstory. Animal or child abuse. When someone tells an officer to arrest them and the officers does as instructed. Then they cry about being abused or rights taken away. What you gonna do? Arrest me? Ha. Quote. Man who was arrested. Happy cake day. Bro. Also, I've never seen anyone do that, but that sounds annoying. Maybe it was a rockin' 80s thing. People who complain about something in their lives endlessly but never do anything to try and better their situation. I think there are people who feel the need to vent and people who have low self-esteem and think they have to apologize about everything they do. Of course, there's also people who are just starved for attention. But I suppose there is usually an underlying cause for that stuff. Link. Assuming they can. Not everything can be solved with hard work alone. Pedophiles. Rapists. Animal abusers and women beaters. People that are mean to others but get sad when someone is mean to them. If you dish it out, ya gotta be able to take it. For some people, the best defense is a good offense. Yup. Animal abusers. Stalkers. They crumple so easily when you throw a few marauders at them. Why would you throw an armored vehicle at them? It's okay, dude. I got the reference. Supervisors who take obvious pleasure in berating or reprimanding employees in front of coworkers. Bullies. People who lose their money for stupid things. Oh no, I need some money, I spent it all on heroin. Zero sympathy. Addiction is an illness. People who annoy an animal to the point they get hurt by it. Like, what do you expect, Branda? For the monkey to let you throw stuff at it without it trying to defend itself? The rich losing money. People who complain about being broke all the time. Yet they keep having kids that they cannot afford to take care of. Or smoke, drink, use drugs. People who laugh at people with disabilities. Lying to my face. Some may challenge me on that, but I just can't take it. People who commit OUIs. Orgasming under the influence? Man. You're harsh. For a long time. Drunk SX was the only SX I had. People that don't help themselves. If you won't, no one else has to. I'd reformulate this to people who don't want to help themselves and don't want other people's help. People that think they are above the law. Then get arrested for being ignorant. People who are mean to undeserving retail staff. Driving under the influence. And suffering the implications when you're caught. Take a FG cab home. Or don't get drunk that night. I feel like you could include this in the overarching umbrella of doing something stupid. Being aware of the consequences. Then expecting sympathy or the easy way out when something bad happens as a direct result of doing said stupid thing. Quote. Dwight Schrute put it best. Whenever I'm about to do something, I think, would an idiot do that? And if they would, I do not do that thing. Quote. Fentanyl-cutting heroin dealers who've never been addicts. Definitely reprehensible at the street level, morally abhorrent higher up the supply chain. Addiction is a complicated mental and spiritual illness. Preying on it from the outside, with full knowledge and control of the blood on your hands, is evil. Edit. Wording. People who use their phone while driving. Best case scenario. You become a slightly shittier driver who pisses everyone else off because you're not paying attention. Worst case, you kill someone. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe to the channel for more videos.